What's happening, y'all? It's your main man, Mr. Malik.
It's your girl Shireen with the Z.
Hey, you know it's easy, and I'm in this thing.
It's your girl, Big Marie. How y'all doing today?
Hey, I had a glitch or something. Did you see that?
You did. You was trying to figure it out for a moment.
It was like, I don't know what was going on. I think it's this coffee. It's coffee drink. I'm having a
Spaz attack.
little bit. That's the only thing I got to put it on.
I feel you.
That's
You
it.
know I got to do it, though. How y'all day been? How y'all doing? What y'all feeling like?
I am feeling good. My cousin let me drive his car today.
It wasn't no electric car, was it? That's how I'm feeling today.
Hey,
You in the electric car?
no.
You having your moments?
Yeah, don't get no electric car unless y'all spend a whole bunch of money on the electric car because that's just that. It got my nerves all bad.
I understand.
I'm so sick of that electric car.
What happened?
Sorry. We didn't have to push that sucker this time.
This time.
Yeah, well, we was humping and then.
Hey,
it was 2 minutes to the charging station. 2 minutes.
I'm
but
telling
not in
you.
walking time. You know?
Hey.
Yeah, we had to push. Well, Jay had to push it because he had to push me and the car because it don't let you open the door.
What a marriage vow, something like that.
Shout out to my main man Jay over there. You know what I'm saying? With the muscles. My boy Jay with the muscles. You hear me?
Oh Lord.
Do you hear me, muscle man? Had to push the. Hey, it's the 45-minute charge for me though.
I love him so. No, for an hour. 1 hour.
It's the 45-minute charge.
And wait a minute, when it went dead that time, we had to stay there and do it 2 times so to get a good charge for we get the boys to school in the morning.
Out of control.
Yeah, 2 hours, and then they don't have enough of them, and you have to wait sometimes. When we leave here, we gotta go. That's the first thing we do.
No.
The car.
Yeah, so y'all do know this month is Mental Awareness Month. We ain't got that many more days, but it's still Mental Awareness Month, and we still tapping in childhood traumas.
I mean, you all right, Brittany? This is.
I'm okay. I'm all right, honey.
Are you sure?
I am blessed and highly favored.
I know that's right.
That's it.
All right, don't start.
What I tell you, you going?
Now, listen, all this do is put it into perspective for the running for whenever y'all do buy y'all brand new car. It's not going.
I already know what I told her. I said the blessing around the corner though.
I was gonna say, don't entertain that.
You know,
I had a glitch too.
I'm soft on the feelings. I'm soft. All my friend had to do is wrong, and what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
I felt you from across the world going crazy.
She hating because I've been speaking in tongues all week.
Hey,
All week speaking in tongues.
all week.
Yes, all week speaking in tongues. So let's go ahead and dive into these questions. We got a lot of questions.
It sure is. I don't think we're gonna get to our lead question.
We got a lot of questions. We got a lot of questions.
Childhood trauma. Let's see.
Look at Ease. I didn't get to practice. I didn't get to go over these questions. I didn't either.
Nobody did.
Nobody got to go over the
How
questions.
you know that what I'm thinking?
Because I just looked at them and thought the same thing.
We can start here. You know what I'm saying? We just dive into one.
Okay.
And let's see here.
We're going to pull each other names out the basket to see who go first.
No, ma'am. You gonna pull straws?
We're going to pull straws.
We ain't even got no straws.
The youngest goes first.
Ease.
You
Growing up, ain't that what it was? The youngest always go
No,
first?
I
In
don't
my
know.
house it was.
I'm first.
I was always the oldest, so
I'm
I
the
was
youngest.
always the boss. So I'm gonna go and see what it's looking like for everybody, and then you can come on and go after me. I'm gonna go first anyway, but not this time.
You're not even the youngest right now. I'm the youngest. He was trying to be funny.
Yeah, and I understand that, but he was looking at me, trying to be funny. But go on.
Okay.
All right, we're just gonna jump right into one.
What question?
How does childhood trauma influence the formation and maintenance of relationships later in life?
I think people think that stuff is okay that's really not.
Elaborate.
Well, when we say influence the formation and maintenance of relationships later in life,
That can be good or bad.
it can be good or bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
It can be good.
So you're gonna speak on the good, and I can speak on the bad.
Well, let's tag team it then. Let's go. I like that. Let's go.
So the good that I can see is that in my childhood I had a lot of I knew what was going on.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I knew that we were going to eat dinner every day. I knew that we was going to eat dinner at a certain time every day. I knew that somebody was going to cook it. I knew that when we got home from school, we had to take our school clothes off. We had to do homework. We can watch TV until 4:30. I knew that, you know, it was just a real
Structure. Yeah.
deal.
I agree
across the
with
board.
you. That was, I agree with you.
You know, we even had like
Chores,
our own
homework.
Yeah, you know, it just, you know, I had one chore, washing dishes.
Oh, praise God for you.
Yeah.
I didn't have no one chore.
I did. I had one chore.
Vacuum.
I really did not learn how to do anything until I got grown and left the house. And I was just so happened to dating a girl that was older than me.
Yeah.
And so, but that's how I learned though. I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know how to.
You learned all that as you got older.
As I got older
Once you
in a
moved out.
relationship after I moved out the house.
I learned all that in the house.
I didn't learn.
too.
I learned all that
I
in
didn't
the
learn- I
house.
didn't learn
So
that.
that's why I'm the way that I am now. Because
You know.
as far as cooking, cleaning,
I
maintenance,
wish I would have
organization.
learned, but I didn't.
That's-
Called me Florence and Jeffrey. Y'all know.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Nah.
I would fix dinner and fix everybody's plate. And even now, that's how I do things because however you grow up, that's your normal. That's what
Right.
you think, that's your normal. And I don't think it's nothing wrong until you start to forget about yourself.
Right.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes,
I agree.
yes.
And so I didn't really know how to think about myself like I should have been thinking about myself. I used to fix places, and then they were like, Jeffrey, you go get us some water. I didn't get a cup of Kool-Aid, and we all play around in the household. And
Yeah.
stuff. So it was like, I don't think Jeffrey got me a glass of juice.
A glass of juice or
So
something.
I know I go get the juice. I'm gonna go get it. But I like to serve because I would like to have the food a certain way on the plate. I like the presentation or look a certain type of way.
I do too.
So and then when people sometimes you cook it in your mind, you thinking like they gonna come and just put it on there any kind of way, and that's not how I wanted to present it when you ate it.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. When I would bring food for my friends at work, I would like watch them across the cubicle to see like how they, because I'm a service
Yeah.
person, so I want to make sure that it's good and fulfilling to you.
When my husband eat, I know if it's good, if it's all right, because if it's good, he.
I need to know. And baby be
he
mad.
be doing that.
She be mad. I be doing this. I be waiting. I be sitting there like this after I give her the plate. And she be like, you ain't gonna eat? I be like, I'm waiting on you to take your bite. And she be like, what?
That's almost creepy if you're in the wrong relationship.
If you're in the wrong relationship, but she like, what?
It's like, hey, you ain't gonna eat first?
I'm like, man,
Why you want me to
wait.
eat first?
And then when she do it, then she be like, if you wanted to know was this good, yes, it's good.
Like, go on, let me eat.
Right. That's how I be feeling.
Tell me, lose.
Like them servers at the table, when you eat, they come up in the middle of your bite.
How is the food?
It's good.
What you do to it?
Like they swing back around in 65 seconds. They don't even give you a chance to swallow it. So you know what I'm saying?
Everything tasting all right?
Yeah, it's crazy. So
I wish On the Borders would have swung back and asked, was everything all right? No, I'm missing the inside of my burrito.
They ain't had no
okay.
meat in the burrito.
First of all, they gave her. I understand how you gave her empty chimichanga. It just.
It wasn't no meat in the burrito.
It was all vegetables.
Oh, baby, you should have emailed.
The first one was hard as a rock. You was there.
I know.
The first one
It was about as hard as this thing.
The first one was hard as a rock. I couldn't cut it, so I sent it back.
Listen.
And then when I sent it back, they brought me the other people chimichanga. And when I cut it, I said, you know what? Just bring me some beans.
And rice.
And queso. Beans and queso.
No, everybody's food should have been free at the table. Why y'all keep messing up our order?
But,
y'all not paying attention.
And then that's when I learned that you can order your dessert first and eat your dessert, and then that way, because you know you never stay at the restaurant to be able to actually eat the dessert.
So that's what you did?
Yeah. So I ate the dessert first
I don't
because
think it's a bad idea.
Ease told me that I can order
I
dessert
can't eat
whenever
no
I wanted to,
dessert
so I
first.
ordered it first.
And
I
growing up, you couldn't eat no dessert first. You had to eat your food.
Now,
So-
how
Yeah, so I'm just
Tell
saying.
how did that influence the formation?
I'm telling you now, it's influencing the formation because I still don't eat no dessert before I eat my food.
So do you want dessert before your food?
I don't even desire it before my food. I want to eat my food first, and if I've eaten too much, then I won't eat no dessert.
But that's the thing right there.
That's not bad.
No, why is that the thing?
No,
because that's how you like.
No, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Right,
But I was saying that's why I eat it first. Like if
'Cause
I
you
see
may not
something
desire it
I may
afterwards.
not want it afterwards. Like,
But
I'm
then
not,
what if you don't eat your food and then now you got to take it home to
I
heat
can
it
take
up?
it
It don't
home.
taste the same as it did in the restaurant when they brought it to me steaming hot.
I see both ways though, because if you eat your dessert first, it digests first.
Yeah, like when you get your dessert, you waiting, you still like you gonna eat it real quick. You waiting on the food, you gonna drink your water. It's gonna be cool. Then boom, food gonna come. You can
No.
eat as much as you can.
But
take the rest home.
last, like I probably did. I done ate too much. I shouldn't even eat that dessert. I don't even need that dessert.
I'm about to
I
pop.
don't need it.
That's why I ate it first.
I don't want to get like that.
Because Ease influenced me.
I don't want to
And,
get like
and how
that.
did that influence you later on? Like, because Ease influenced you to eat your dessert first.
Ease had good reasons.
We live in a soft life.
Yeah, Ease had good reasons, and I was like, why not eat my dessert first? Because as a child, I couldn't eat it first. So now I got an option if I want to eat my food or not. Because, you know, it was the option that you eat your food or don't get a dessert.
But growing up, you couldn't waste no money. So look, wait a minute.
It's not wasting money. I just
Send
don't
it
want
back.
I just don't want it right now.
Send it back.
It was not prepared to my likings.
Now you teaching kids bad habits because you couldn't eat the food.
It was not prepared to my liking. Send it back.
It ain't what she thought.
It's not what I thought. I tried. You see, I tried to take a bite and it
It ain't what she
wasn't
thought.
seasoned right.
Yeah, it didn't. It
I'm
didn't.
with Malik. I'm chunky. I ain't eating anyway. I'm chunky. It ain't gonna do right for my body. I don't need it.
Next question.
All right.
Y'all been playing this whole time. Y'all wanted to be the comedy segment. Extra.
Read all about it.
You serious one day.
Cause she got her glasses on.
I got my glasses on.
Got the bandana on. Listen.
They don't get to see me with my glasses on. Y'all see me? Y'all see me with my glasses on and no makeup. Okay.
Bro, you need help.
Shout out to my mama dermatologist, whoever that may be. Yeah.
It's the black.
You give her one, you give me one, two free.
Hey.
Next question. Oh my
Boy,
God.
y'all are something else. Oh man. Let's see here. How can a childhood trauma impact a person's mental health and overall well-being?
Well, it can affect you traumatically, like.
Yeah, especially with somebody cussing you out every day.
I mean, it's not even just to being cussed out every day because somebody could come from a home to where people don't cuss, but they can still feel rejected or not wanted.
I was going to say a lot more, but she looked at me hard as hell.
Yeah, but it can affect you. What was the question again?
How can childhood trauma impact a person's mental health and overall well-being later on in life?
Oh, well, I am about to be 30-something. I lie about my age so much that I don't even know what number I am. But I know I'm 30-something.
Well, you better be
So,
35.
mind your business. I'm about to be 30 something, but it took me to 33 to actually deal and heal with childhood traumas that I was going through. It can affect you physically, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. It have you having low self-esteem to where you feel like nobody loves you. Everything that was done to you was done correctly when it's not. Mm-hmm. You have to relearn yourself all over. So by you having to relearn yourself all over, it feels like those years and those times that you felt like you was learning yourself, you lost those. But it is a beautiful feeling once you actually do learn yourself and you're able to actually deal and heal from those traumas. But it can affect a lot in your as you get older, like from friendships, because you don't know how to talk to people because you're being raised a certain type of way, or you holding everything in, and now you're lashing out on everybody, and you just don't know how to direct everything.
Or you don't trust them.
I'm still
certain things you take, take to heart.
To heart.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, and when I meet somebody, I don't know. It's just period innocent until proven guilty, and so. Unless I get like an off vibe feeling or something like that, and I decide that we're gonna be friends, then, we're gonna be friends.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trusting in that fact. And I think I've been like that just like my whole life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I see a friend, I make a friend, you forever a friend.
Right. I do a test. I do a test.
She tests everybody.
I do. I test everybody. I do a test. The test is I tell you something, right? But it's literally off of a conversation that we're already having. I tell you something that I'm already secure about myself, right? But it's something that if we get into it, it's worth you going to go tell somebody. So now if I hear that, I tell each person something different. So therefore,
I'm pissed because I'm realizing I was tested.
Yeah, I tell each person something different. I never tell the person.
Well, I'm mad, boy.
I never tell people the same thing, right? I always tell them something different. If I do tell them the same thing, I tell them in a different way. Yeah. So once it's out, I know where it came from. So therefore, I know that I cannot trust you. Yeah. Because if I didn't release your stuff when we got into it, why are you telling my business? That's something that I told you, confiding into you as a friend, trying to see if we can move forward as friends. Yeah. Yep. But now that you have spoken or opened your mouth about something that we had in confidence talking about, boy. That lets me know that I can't trust you. Yeah. So I actually do a test with everybody.
Shut up. Have I been tested already?
Mm-hmm.
What? Where?
When me and you had our heart to heart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
now you can't bring up
but what I'm
the
good
information.
I'm good with forgetting stuff because at that moment we pray about it, and that's what.
And that was it.
That's me. So that's why. That's why it bothered me, because when people come and tell me or talk to me about their relationships or whatever they're going through, right? I forget it. Like I feel like you only told me that at that moment for me to provide you with the advice that you need to keep going. So once I give you that advice that's given to me to give to you, I no longer remember the conversation unless it's something business-wise or something that I have to remember. And sometimes even business-wise, I still forget things. I have to now put everything in my calendar because, let's say last week, we ain't had no sleep. You know what I'm saying? We've been up since Thursday of last week. We've been literally doing something since Thursday of last week and still on top of that working. So we ain't really had no sleep.
They've been cranky too.
And
it's just go.
I have to remind myself by now training myself to actually use my calendar and my phone. Mm-hmm. So therefore I can't keep giving people the same excuses. Oh my God, I forgot because I got so caught up in my work. Oh my God, I didn't know this. Text me. Like, people ain't gonna want to keep texting me to log in when I'm grown and I know that I'm supposed to do that. So now I got to learn how to use my calendar and actually schedule appointments to be more productive and be more on time and let people know that, okay, I'm serious about what we got going on.
That's what's up.
We've been getting home at 3 o'clock too, but guess why?
Why?
We've been charging the car. That's why. Next question.
Next question, please.
Lord of mercy.
How long does it take to charge your electric car?
45 minutes to an hour, they say.
Full charge.
That is
For a full charge.
Ding, 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 ding.
100 and something miles. We realize we drive that about 4 times a day.
I told you to take it back.
What?
Get a gas car.
We got other.
Listen,
They got things to do right now.
I absolutely.
Hey, I told you that's why the
wholeheartedly
blessing
feel
on the way, because the management and what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be swell. It's gonna be a swell blessing, I tell you. Swell blessing, I tell you. Oh, let's see here.
I do.
I know it.
I absolutely do.
She felt it. See?
I know it. You ain't got to tell me. I know it. Let's see. How can parents or caregivers create a safe and nurturing environment for children who have experienced trauma?
Let go of the slavery mentality. That's one.
That's one.
That's how they can help.
That's really in the black community. That's the main thing.
Let go of the slavery
What they call
mentality.
it? Gentle parenting.
Right.
But you know what? I still believe in the good old butt whooping at between the certain ages and stuff like that because.
No. You didn't hear the question.
What?
It said help a child dealing with trauma. Not.
We talk a lot.
She gonna whoop the trauma out of him.
Whoop the hell out of them. Put a tear your ass up. Listen. That's what we're talking about, Brittany.
Doing a lot of talking, because everything had why would you do that? I would dig into them to see what their mental is and what possessed you to do that.
Not possession. Like, we got to choose our words wisely, too, because when we use certain words, that automatically make them shut down as if we're getting on them or
we're attacking them.
It's like a directed.
Yeah.
You know what?
Closed-in
I
question.
gotta be. I'm definitely, when I was a single mama for so long, and so I was the mama and daddy.
Gotcha.
And so I was I was raised around boys. I didn't get a sister till I was 19, so I was very. Hey, I was very rough. I'm still kind of
You're more aggressive than
I'm very aggressive, and so and with my son, he pretty much already, because I'm gonna figure it out. I was like, hey boy, I pray about you every day. Ain't nothing you gonna do that's not gonna be revealed to me. So what's going on? I can see it on your face. I can come off as being real tough,
right,
because I want you to know, don't think that you can play with me. You know, and sometimes I learned. When my son was a little boy, that he can run game on me. You know, he can hold a lie for a long time.
Yeah.
and he'll stick to that lie until you dig. It was like, you know what? I'm finna go around here and ask them if that's the truth. And then, all right. Then he'll hold it all the way to the end. So when I figured that out, I was like, no.
I'm done playing with you.
And so he got spankings when he was younger, and we did go through a whole lot of stuff as far as with the father situation. I've always been real with him, and we've always discussed everything, and that was tough. Being real with your kid is not an easy thing, because back in the day they lied, and it was easy to lie. You better not question me. But
that's
to be
why I say
honest,
stop the slavery mentality.
It's not easy to be honest all the time with your child.
It's really, A, stop the slavery mentality. B, allow your kids to express themselves. C, be non-judgmental.
When they do decide to express themselves, and like she said, you got to pick and choose your words, because when you say certain things, I know mine, they'll shut down. If you answer a certain way and they feel like it was not sincere with them coming to you sincere, they gonna shut down and walk off, and then you gotta say, well, what's wrong? Talk to me. Oh, never mind. I don't want to.
It's different. I learned that between my boys and my sister, because when my mom died and I had to take in that motherly role with my sister, it was I realized I can't do her like I do the boys.
And she'll
block me.
That's me. I would tell my mama, quick, stop texting me all of that. I'm gonna block you. And she think I be playing. I said, I'm gonna block you for a week. Block my granny. Block you for a week. Block.
Stop playing.
But you just gotta create, like I said, create that space, like they say, a safe space for them to feel enough to come to you. That's why, I'm saying, I am how I am, with my girls, because I want you to be able to come talk to me about anything. Just because I'm a man don't mean you can't come to me and tell me. They told me stuff before they tell her. Because, you know what I'm saying, it's a way that I'm going, you know.
Can you tell me?
I'm going to visit the situation.
Okay, so they tell him
And I mean everything.
They tell him everything because, for one,
I knew when
God
they
is still
became
working on me.
little women and everything before she did.
God is still working on me, okay? He is still working on me in that area. I have no understanding when it comes to my family, my friends, and my husband, okay? I have no understanding because the thing is, if I know your characteristics and I know you don't bother nobody, and then you come and tell me that somebody bothering you, I'm not going to ask no questions.
Oh, you just jump, right?
She just jump, but I give logic.
Pray about it in there.
No.
I give,
We're gonna do
you know
it
what I'm saying? I'm going to give some logic. I'm going to give some discernment. And I'm going, you know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about it. And we're going to weave through some things to see, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where we can find a solution for how you know what I'm saying, to how you feel, to where you don't feel like this tomorrow, or if you need a day, I understand. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get you past what you're going through or whatever it is that you came to me about.
Well, our kids will tell you that. They'll say, I go to Mr. Malik when I need some advice. Like, I need some straight advice to where it's not...
It's not rah.
Now, if Mr. Malik can't get it together and Mr. Malik can't fix it with this advice, then I'm going to mama. And when they come to mama, they know that mama gonna fix it.
But see, the thing is, mama gonna go to 0 to 100 real fast to fix it. But
it always work.
Fixed.
It always work.
Hey.
I'm not saying that because I'm saying this.
But I want to get past to where that don't have to be the solution to it. You know what I'm saying?
In my defense, I do come. Again, as I stated, it's your wording.
See, look, now she a lawyer.
It's your wording.
Again, as I stated.
Again, as I stated, if I come
Everybody
to you
come
and
to the
say,
stand.
if I come to you and I say, hey, I'm trying to get this situation rectified, and you do this, give me 1 minute. Like, what I'm talking about in the point, it's ziggity boom, that point. Because if I'm coming to you, you ain't even doing nothing already, and I'm trying to fix a situation to where it may get my child hurt, then we have a problem. So therefore, I don't go ziggity boom right then. I go ziggity boom after I done tried. I do paper trails. I send emails. I send text messages. I do every step that I need to do.
But what do them emails say? What do them text messages say?
She feels justified when she hit that ziggity boom. It's like, hey, I didn't get you all this correspondence. I didn't ziggity, and now I'm about
Y'all
to boom.
know how somebody goes off in the
I go out very
in the professional, polite way, but it can make you feel as if they degraded you.
It's your look at her face expression.
To whom it may concern.
She didn't have to say nothing. You know,
to whom it may concern is how the emails start off.
Because you can't even get me to say your name.
I am blah, 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 the parent of blah, blah, blah. I am trying to understand why my child came home and told me ABC 1, 2, 3.
When you're not even certified to do XYZ, MLP, LMNOZ. There we go. Yeah, I know I said the alphabet wrong. Don't quote me on it. But you know, you get the point of what I'm saying. That's why she down there like that. If we gonna be transparent, I'm finna tell y'all the truth.
Well, don't. Okay,
Like
nothing I said was a lie though. Because the teacher
That's
that I
what
was
I'm talking about. You coming with straight facts.
it was facts. You was not certified. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have a degree.
That may have made her feel some type of way.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. I emailed you multiple times.
God is still working.
God is still working on me. But I emailed you multiple times.
but you know what?
And that was the third email but you called me after that email though. The ones where I was being nice and generous and kind, you disregard. You probably spammed them. You probably slid them to the left.
But they
archive.
Email,
now you didn't have to show up full Jedi Force.
with my sweatsuit, with my sweatpants on.
She put a red.
She said it worked though.
She put a read.
I'm not saying nothing about the fact of that it did not work. However, I was just saying the way, it made somebody feel in the midst of the messages. Yeah, it may have been facts, but you didn't understand.
You hurt her feelings, Cherie.
She hurt my baby's feelings.
I agree with Shari.
She hurt my baby's feelings, and then I was nice the first 2 emails. Now, I can understand that was just the first email. No, that was the 3rd email, and then I got a call for you to say that my child was doing something standing up. She went to open the door for a student that was standing outside, and you just went off on my child.
Well, that's different. That's a totally different situation. I went off on that teacher myself, so we ain't even gonna talk about her. She don't even teach that no more. Next.
Anyway, what's the next question?
She don't even teach that no more.
What's the next question? Because we went from childhood traumas to parent traumas. That is a trauma. That was a trauma. Y'all had me relive that.
We sorry.
Oh, man.
I changed my ways.
Sorry.
I changed my ways. Y'all got me telling these people these stories, and I didn't change my ways. I am not that person no more.
Okay, this is a good one.
Okay.
What are the common signs and symptoms of childhood trauma that parents or caregivers should be aware of? Like, what do you notice even in your own children or in yourself that you feel like, a parent should have noticed?
Sleeping all the time, being more standoffish, they patterns changing.
You're a little timid, shy kid. Yeah.
Mine would be quiet, not playful, just not being themselves.
Yeah. Just feeling, you could tell that a kid is uncomfortable.
Most definitely.
Just by looking. It's like you could feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You can feel it and you can see it.
Like,
but because again, them slavery mentalities don't want to see it. They be blind to what be going on.
It is,
for a lot of people, it's so hard to unlearn.
But you have to have the will
to unlearn it.
To do it. If you have the will and discipline
and re-educate,
and you know what I'm saying, like it's not a ABC 1, 2, 3 step of trying to figure out the next steps in the process. It's you gotta, anytime you want to learn something new, you have to go and research it to figure out the best way that you can apply the knowledge.
All right.
And that's just straight across the board with everything.
Right.
And so us as adults, we even, it's traumatizing to unlearn trauma.
Right. It's traumatizing to have to relive through the trauma in order to heal through the trauma.
It is, but it makes you self-aware of what's going on.
Right.
Facts.
That's the whole purpose of it. If you know what's going on, you won't be so easily triggered about XYZ no more.
Right.
That's the main goal. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you're gonna keep on feeling the same type of way.
Keep on landing in the same
and you're gonna
space.
I'm saying you're gonna keep landing in that same space and never coming up out of it completely.
Listen.
Something else. I let the boys play their music, and even though it's not the music that I particularly like. And I was like, some of them, I was like, that is so depressing. Why they always talking about killing themselves and stuff in these songs and stuff? It's like, and to me, in my head at first, I was like, that it just seems so negative. But then I was like, give them the chord and put your music on. I want to hear what you listening to. And then I started listening to their opinion on the song,
Right.
Okay.
Because I can agree
to that.
Different, so I was like, so why do you like this song? And what is he trying to say? If I don't understand what he's trying to say,
explain it to me.
What do you think he's trying to say?
Right.
So because the music play a big part.
It do.
And
tell me about it, because baby, when they get let me see the phone, let me turn it on something.
It's the vibe.
And we be in the car like, what the hell is this?
It's the vibes. It's the vibes of the music. It is.
And they really be back there rapping and singing and just they be going.
But you do have a reason to be concerned. Yeah, if I was a parent, I would be concerned. Think about it. When you go to an old school church, think about it. You go to an old school church and you hear somebody getting started. You hear their foot on the drum. All right, now you hear somebody come out with a tambourine. You sitting down in the pew. But soon as they get to going, just because that old soul music, it's gonna move you the same way. It's the same thing with the music. It stimulates your psyche.
I'm saying
and it does have an effect.
And the vibrations
and
have
the
effect
vibration.
on your soul.
That's why they say the vibe. So it does have a vibration. So you have every right to be concerned with what it is that they're listening to.
Well, we make fun out of it. It was like,
it's like
he was like, I was like, all of them talk about is freakiness. I'm not even gonna go into detail.
Right.
So they be like, well, what about y'all song? So we'll go back and forward. and I was like, we didn't say that kind of stuff in our song.
But we did.
It was just the way it was said. You know what I'm saying? They used a lot of metaphors back then to give, you know what I'm saying, to lay it out, except for the, you know, them real freaky ones. You know,
my neck and my back did.
Hey, hold on. I said it. Didn't I just say except for the real freaky ones? And you went straight to my neck and my back.
Like, take me to the candy shop. That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a metaphor.
And then you talking about, girl, can't you stand the rain?
Hey, even R. Kelly had a way of us not even realizing what he was talking about.
I beg to differ.
No,
you
I look at it now.
You look at them songs. I beg to differ.
Touch me, turn me on.
Let's see. Okay, Libra, baby. Isolation, distance from others, irritability, lack of interest in something they once loved. I agree. Eating patterns change, uncomfortable crying or even outbursts, etc. I agree with all that. Libra.
That's how we found out.
That's how we found out about our baby, our oldest.
Having anxiety attacks and stuff like that
at school.
Because she was literally just coming home and going to sleep. And then she liked to eat.
And I mean, she liked to eat.
She liked to eat. And
I'll cook and make food. I'll be like, you hungry?
No.
So we had to figure out, I had to talk to her and see what's going on, I take her to school in the morning, we talk. After school, we talk, go sit on that bed, we gonna talk, we gonna talk it out. We gonna figure it out.
Because it's so hard to get stuff out of these kids.
Yeah.
If you get information from these kids, I have to give you a hand because they don't want to tell you they business. Jalen, the homeboy, told me his business, and it wasn't even nothing I want to know.
See, that's why we the favorite auntie and uncle.
Everybody tell you.
Because for one, we let them be kids.
And even if it's their own family member making them feel some type of way, they still gonna tell us, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like the way that they said that, or I didn't like the way that they did that. I understand that they may be, XYZ, but I don't feel like they should have said that to me, or they could have came at me a different kind of way because it made me feel some kind of way. And especially, you know what I'm saying, some of them, they deal with self-esteem issues. And when you just continue to rag on them, even though you may be saying it jokingly, playfully, or whatever the case may have you, that's not how they perceiving it at that moment.
Right.
Because they're already dealing with something up here.
Right.
But if you continue to be like, you thinking, no, tell me. That's why when I say, baby, you cute. I like your hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to feed you that encouragement because I need you to know that you are beautiful. You are, you know what I'm saying? You smart, you whatever, you intelligent. I need you to know that. Because I don't need you to think that anybody else in this world got the you know what I'm saying? I need you to know that for yourself.
Now, I'm good at that. The encouragement. Just even telling
motivation
strangers.
And stuff.
Yeah, it could be somebody you, and they can be pretty. You know how some people can see somebody pretty, like everybody tell them that all day. No, I'll still, because you don't know
sometimes they
how
don't.
people really feel. You don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, girl, you fine.
And kids are cruel. Kids are very cruel.
Kids
like
is mean.
we was at field day for the youngest. Well, I was at field day for the youngest.
I was at home trying to get my computer to work.
And it's like she got a nickname she don't want to be called anymore because she's outgrown that nickname, which I understand that. I changed the nickname 2 years ago and stopped calling her that nickname. So she told the kids at school, don't call me that.
I'm the only one that she let call her that because it's like
mama gave me that. You know what I'm saying? So, but we changed it. I don't even, either I'm gonna call her whole name or I'm gonna call her what I call her. You know what I'm saying? But them kids, they just kept doing it. And then they yelling it out across the cafeteria. So she getting upset. You know what I'm saying? She done already told him. So the girl ran up on her and she yelled it in her face. Y'all.
Did she hit her?
Yeah,
She did not hit her, but she did cuss her out.
Good.
While I was sitting right there, she cussed her right on out. She cussed her right on out. And she turned to me, she said, I'm sorry, but I've told them repeatedly to stop calling me that. And I'm tired of it. She didn't do it in front of no teacher. She did it in front of me. Somebody that, you know what I'm saying, we have their relationship. Now, they not finna cuss at me. They not finna do nothing, but she needed to express herself at that moment. That was her.
What the little girl do when she said
She
that?
walked away.
She did walk.
She walked, because of what she said, I'll tell you later, but I'm not going to say it right now.
She had her head down.
But she sure walked
She was
away.
saying,
yeah, she walked away. Because you know, you got to listen. If she asked you to stop doing that, stop doing it.
Stop doing it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't condone that. Just to put that out there, I don't condone
That she cussed.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It was an expression at the moment.
I do condone them expressing themselves, but I don't condone them using those type of
Profanities.
words, profanity. But if that's how she felt like she had to express herself, that's how she felt like she had to express herself.
She had already been saying it so nice. So nice. She had been telling them all day. I've been there all day. Y'all stop calling me that. Don't call me that. Stop calling me that. Leave me alone. Get away from me. Stop. Please, stop. I've even said, hey, y'all, chill out.
So as an adult, do you cuss around your parents now? Now do you, like...
Depends. It depends on the situation, but yeah. Depends on the situation.
I don't. And that's probably why I was like, I'll pause before I say a cussing word.
I mean, yeah, you'll get a pause or...
But that's your normal, though.
Yeah.
You know, everybody have their own way of... Why you looking like that, Sheree? Look at her face.
I know she ain't talking.
That was probably why she looking like that.
Baby.
Because I ain't talking. That's why I'm not talking. When the question was asked, I
cuss at him, cuss him out, cuss... Baby.
You cuss around your grandmama and stuff?
She pleading the fifth right now. She pleading the fifth. But I don't. If I say a cuss word, if I'm talking, I'm excited or something like that, I'm like, God damn, I don't even know what the hell. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You know, I'll just...
At first, I did used to apologize. I did used to apologize, but then I'm like, what about them times you was doing that to me? Nah, just playing. But every now and then, they do slip out. You know what I'm saying? Like, some things are still
it ain't like it's just a ramble like the cuss like a sailor or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. I ain't see you right there.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but I do be cussing. I'm not gonna lie.
I got a real bad mouth.
But
that's what I'm saying. So certain things they
know they be cussing. Like I know these kids be cussing.
Yeah.
My son thought he hung the phone up one time. And he sit your ass down at one of the dogs. I said, Jalen. He's like, I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry. That dog, he won't let me put the thing on him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about the expression, but like I said, I teach my children respect. So, you know what I'm saying? I won't get no call from no teacher that say they cuss me out because I don't play that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We not doing that. We not going there. You know what I'm saying? We not finna be disrespectful like that.
Even when our oldest did get cussed out at the school, she still didn't cuss the teacher out.
The teacher cussed.
Mm-hmm.
She called me from my cell phone in the classroom.
While the teacher was going off on him.
Wow. And then the teacher called me from the school phone talking about my baby wouldn't get off the phone. I said, well, what did you say to her to make her get on the phone? I didn't say. I said I was on the phone the whole time.
She called me, player.
Call.
Mm-hmm.
She said, well, I'm just going to send her to the office. Do you do? I'm on my way.
Do what you do.
Yeah. I said, I'm on my way. So I want you to have the same energy that you had with these kids when I get there.
0 to 100.
Because it wasn't even a whole class. Like, it wasn't even, you get mad, y'all get mad at one student.
And y'all take it out on the entire class.
The entire class instead of one student. Y'all know half of the kids bad. I ain't sitting up here trying to make no excuses, but the ones that ain't, you can't punish everybody for something that one person's done. Or you sometimes as in your profession, right? We understand you have bad days. But just like we train, and we have to woosah before we get on the phone, call the next person. So we won't bring that same energy over, like.
Because as an educator, you expect that from the kids.
You expect that.
Right.
the kids to come into class
But not-
and leave
not as
their
a-
problems outside the door.
Yeah.
And not come in there and treat everybody in the class how they. So as a teacher, as an adult, you're supposed to follow those same instructions. And you know, it what made me sad is it's most of the time us dealing with us kids. You really don't see that as much with other races. And that's terrible, because why do we have to treat our own kids like that? Why we not advocating for our kids the way we supposed to advocate for them? Why are we not pushing them to their highest potential? Because we know what it's like being us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, these young teachers that I see are
The ones that's not certified.
Oh, they letting anybody in the class now.
them the ones you talking about.
The ones that's not certified.
That's who you told she wasn't certified to be a teacher?
Yes.
Now, you know, they send you home a letter letting you know that your student is being taught by a teacher that is
it's
not certified.
Wow.
They send you home letters to let you know when they're in a classroom that a teacher is not certified. So, because my child is already in the school, she's been in this school district since they both been 3, and they're now going to the 6th and the 9th grade. It's 1 year, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, how can a person that's not certified be qualified to get them to discipline or get them ready for what's supposed to be the best years or the best ending of their school year?
Right.
Well,
this has been a marvelous conversation with you guys
it
today.
has been. It has been.
Next week we will have Libra Green on the show.
Libra.
Libra Green.
Hey, bring the book.
He's trying to get that book.
Bring my book. I'm going to have what you need. You have what I need.
Bring that book.
Shell gonna bring that pudding.
Shell on sabbatical.
I put it in my calendar already.
Oh, okay.
I put it in my calendar the day that I need to order my pudding.
Can Shell come up here and just drop off some pudding on one day?
I put it in my calendar the day that we need to order the pudding.
What I have to do is I will have to order it, and then I just have to, make sure
Distribute it out.
Distribute it out to
Yeah.
you
Y'all make it
guys
sound so good.
because it's so is.
I had a big pan by myself, and y'all, I got to the last 2 squares,
I can't
and
do
I
that
started.
type of stuff.
I got to the
Y'all
last
don't
2
understand.
squares,
It's the-
and I started
It's a good size.
pinching out because I wanted to last for so long.
When she told me, she said, "I'm finna eat my pudding. You gonna eat the rest?" I said, "Baby, mine gone." She said, "Yours gone, gone."
Gone.
I'm scared.
Libra, we're going to see you next week.
Of course,
For sure.
of course, and then don't forget our announcements to the back to school drive in August. So we are accepting all donations. Remember, any stories, any blogs you would like to have on the website, please send them to me and let me know. And it's just been real, know.
Hey.
And it's your main man, Mr. Malik. You hear me?
Oh, it's me. It's your girl Shiree with the Z.
Hey, it's easy. We about to ease on out this thing with.
It's B. Marie.
Hey, y'all know who we be. We mentally gifted, y'all. We out.